Okay, are we starting the video? Hi, everybody. Tara Green here. Okay, can you see me? Please come on and say hi. I'm trying to watch you as I'm on my phone today. It is, okay, hi, I'm live. I can see it now. Okay, but I can't see you. So hang on a second. My dashboard just moved there. Just a second. All right. Okay, I can see myself now. Please come on and say hi to me. This is Tara Green. I'm Agent 129 of the Cosmic Intelligence Agency. It is September. It is a pretty amazing September that we're going to be going through here. I'm going to wait a few seconds till people come on. This is the first time I think it's actually gone live automatically. Now remember, we're just out of Mercury, stationing direct, but it doesn't really mean that everything goes full throttle ahead yet. I see one person, two people. Okay, please come on and say hi. Let me know where you are as well. I can watch the comments on the Cosmic Intelligence Agency page. Hi, Louise. Come on and say hi. It is Labor Day. I know it's a holiday weekend here in North America, and it's not maybe in other parts of the world, but anyway, please come on and say hi. Somebody from Florida. Okay, I'm smudging everybody as you're coming on. Okay, now I'm still going to wait a few more minutes. If you haven't been here before, hi from Quebec City. Cosmic Intelligence Agency is a wonderful network of international astrologers centered in Melbourne, Australia. Hi, Andre. My friend Andre's there. Somebody from Ridgeland, MS. Okay, great. Okay, so I'm just going to wait again till more people come on and welcome you here today to September the 1st. Can't believe it's September the 1st already, can we? And it is going to be a super powered September, that is for sure. Okay, so I'm going to wait another couple minutes here, see if more people come on. Please say hi. I can see your comments there. All right, so we're going to enter eclipse season 2.0, okay, this month with a super full moon partial lunar eclipse in Pisces on September the 17th or the 18th, depending on where you are in the world, for the first time in 18 years since March 19th, 2007. So if you're old enough, think back what was going on in your life at that time in 2007, because you've completed a karmic cycle. Hi from Ottawa. Completed a karmic cycle. Okay, now there's also a very rare configuration going on. Now earlier today, actually, and while we're on this live program, Pluto will re-enter Capricorn. So actually I want to it's kind of nice that we're syncing up to that. But earlier today, Uranus in Taurus stationed retrograde at 27 degrees Taurus, 15 minutes, until January the 30th, 2025. I think we have to get used to the idea of saying 2025 already. So turning retrograde 27 Taurus, if you have any planets, I would say from 22 to 28 Taurus, if you're born in that last week of Taurus, let's say, you're going to feel the full impact of Uranus, that big bull kind of slowly screeching to a halt. And you're going to have to replow your field of dreams. That's what I'm calling this one. It will station at 23 degrees Taurus, 16 minutes. So again, look at your natal chart, any planets you have between 23 and 27 degrees. That's where you need to review, rewind, reflect, do all that good RE stuff. Well, Uranus is retrograde. So any progress made in protest and technology, cryptocurrency, that all gets rewound. Now, also, Pluto re-enters Capricorn for the last time in 248 years to sit at that very last 29th degree, the most critical degree of Capricorn, until November the 19th. Okay, so this is really important because Pluto is going to finish off, big finish now, what it started in 2008 when it entered Capricorn. So, of course, if you remember, 2008, subprime worldwide financial crash. And I'm predicting another one because Pluto wants to finish off what it started, which is decimating corporations, but it's also the corporations, the big governments trying to control everything. Okay, so last ditch, they're going to pull out all the stops, right? So a lot of, control issues, to do with money, just everything. Okay, now if you have planets, again, at that last degree of Capricorn, or at the last degree of Pisces, where Neptune is right now, they're going to form a sextile, which is quite rare. Uranus Hasn't been at 29 Pisces or Pluto at 29 Pisces since 551. I did the research earlier today. In 1500 years, they have not been at this degree. So nothing much really happened in the world at that year. Apparently there was a big tsunami in Phoenicia, kind of where Lebanon is right now. But that was really about all that happened. It was after the fall of the Roman Empire. Or before the fall of the Roman Empire. All right, so while Pluto's in Capricorn, you want to finish whatever last ditch things you need to do to make sure you're on your soul's path. That is the only question you need to keep asking yourself and keep focusing on. Am I truly on my soul's path? If you are, Pluto is the planet of wealth and riches, soul wealth, soul riches. So you really will begin to bring that in. Okay, and especially with Neptune and Pisces there, that's about the dreams. Again, this is replowing the field of dreams. Uranus and Taurus is trining Pluto as well. So there's kind of some pretty rare aspects going on there. And then tomorrow, September 2nd, there's a new moon in Virgo at 11 degrees. Very fitting for Labor Day, Virgo. On September the 2nd, also Mars squares Neptune at 29 degrees of Gemini. So Mars is getting in on the act here also. All of that 29th degree energy, very, very critical. It's called anaretic degrees. Mars in Gemini is like the ultimate, is your head all over the place, flipping from one thing to another. Mars in squaring Neptune at 29 is also about, getting clear about what your dreams are. You might have more than one dream, okay, or choosing back and forth. But again, Mars in Gemini here, bringing in that push to manifest your dreams, okay? So that happens at 9:10 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, 12:10 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time on the 3rd, and 4:10 a.m. in Greenwich Mean Time. So pay attention to your dreams. This is really important. Pay attention to your dreams. Write them down. Make sure you record them. You want to pay attention. You want to clue into what's going on in the unconscious and also in the collective unconscious. That's what Pluto symbolizes. So your own consciousness, good time to practice telepathy, lucid dreaming, creative expressive arts, all of that stuff. On the 4th, Mars and Gemini in conjuncts Pluto in Capricorn. So they're in a difficult aspect. They can't see each other. So your mind and your soul might not be able to connect. It's a bit of a difficult aspect. Doesn't last that long though. 10:59 a.m. PDT, 1:59 p.m. EDT, 5:59 p.m. GMT. Then on the 4th, Mars leaves Gemini to enter Cancer, 12:46 p.m. PDT, 3:46 p.m. EDT, 7:46 p.m. GMT. It's going to be in detriment then because it's opposite Capricorn, where it's considered to be exalted until November the 3rd. So that's, a good couple of months of Mars in Cancer. So again, wherever Mars is, that's where the action is. He's the defender of women, actually, in Cancer. He's the defender of the home, women, children. So there'll be a lot of stuff in the news about defending children and home, things about the home, defending your home against whatever, invaders. Crying time, lots of crying, lots of tears, lots of family feuds as well. So get ready for that one. And moving. Mars in Cancer is kind of like moving your home or redecorating your home. On the 6th, Mercury squares Uranus and Taurus at 9:21 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. They've been sort of going through these ongoing squares again. It's a fight about your feelings and your body, actually. Now, September 7th, Mercury, Uranus again. They're not in square there, actually. I maybe made a mistake here. It should be a sextile, actually. 12:21 a.m. EDT, 4:21 GMT. It's, crypto, hacking, weird text, Mercury, Uranus, they're actually in sextile. September 7th, the Sun opposes Saturn retrograde in Pisces, 9:35 p.m. PDT. September the 8th, same thing, 12:35 a.m. EDT, 4:35 a.m. GMT. That's heavy. Whenever the Sun is opposite Saturn, it's kind of like the light and the dark. The Sun always represents positive energy. Saturn represents black energy. So again, it's a fight about power, who's in control. It's very critical. The Sun's in Virgo. Saturn to retrograde in Pisces, ruling Pluto and anything in Aquarius. It's the old patriarchal senior issues and dad issues. Sorry, I'm just going to move my papers there. Now, there's a lot going on this month, so bear with me until we get to the part where I pull the tarot cards. On September the 8th, asteroid Athena enters Sagittarius. So if you're into Athena, she is very, the goddess with the arrows. Diana, it was just the anniversary of Princess Diana's death the other day. Sagittarius, so adventuring. You want to travel. You want to be the independent feminine. Diana never married, never had children. She ran through the woods. She was like the original woman who ran with the wolves there at 3:24 a.m. PDT 6:24 p.m. EDT 10:24 p.m. GMT. So women, get out there and be wild in Sagittarius and honor your truth. On the 8th, Mercury at 29 Leo, quincunxes Neptune at 29 Pisces. Again, 3:52 a.m. PDT, 6:52 a.m. EDT, 10:52 a.m. GMT. Scrambled dreams, like pay attention to your dreams. What's the message? My sense is it's like, tuning in the radio dial. You have to fine tune everything. On the 8th, Mercury at 29 Leo, also quincunxes Pluto, 9:55 p.m. PDT. September the 9th, same thing. Did I repeat this twice? 12:55 a.m. EDT, 4:55 a.m. GMT. Controlling words, plutocrats against free speech, and a royal reveal maybe. September the 8th, Mercury enters Virgo, 11:49 p.m. PDT. On the 9th at 2:49 a.m. EDT, 6:49 a.m. GMT. In its home sign, Mercury's very happy, re-entering Virgo again since it went retrograde, retracing its steps. Expect some critical thinking and upper digestive issues. I find when planets are in Virgo, it affects your upper digestion. So watch what you eat very carefully, and eating organically or as natural herbs as possible is better. And good time to get down to your homework. It's good for going back to school. Lots of people are going back to school. Pay attention to the details. On the 11th, Venus in Libra in conjunct Saturn retrograde in Pisces. 3:53 a.m. PDT, 6:52 a.m. EDT, 10:52 p.m. GMT. Again, those inconjuncts are where planets are not seeing each other. So Venus in Libra, she's the goddess of, socializing and beauty and fashion. And somehow her dreams may be feeling like they're not manifesting what she wants to be. So it can be frustrating, again, but sometimes it can help you get clear about what you really want. Again, pay attention to your dreams. Saturn retrograde in Pisces wants everybody to really connect to their shadow, to the unconscious, and do that inner work. On the 11th, Mercury sextiles Mars, 8:42 p.m. PDT, 11:42 p.m. EDT. On the 12th at 3:42 a.m. GMT. Again, the sextiles are nice positive aspects. Again, Mercury and Virgo sextiles Mars. You're able to connect and speak about your feelings. On the 12th, a very good day, Sun squares Jupiter in Gemini, 3:53 a.m. PDT, 6:53 a.m. EDT, 10:53 a.m. GMT. Good for writing, for advertising, for promotion, for talking, for meeting new people. Very charming, information enhancing. So you want to, everybody, Sagittarius and Pisces ruled by Jupiter, and also Virgos. It's good for you as well. So again, while Mercury's in Virgo, Geminis are very happy. Geminis are extra happy this year, right, as are Virgos. Where were we here? On the 14th, Sun quincunx Chiron in Aries. Again, 1:22 p.m. PDT, 4:22 p.m. EDT, 8:22 p.m. GMT. Again, the Sun, Virgo, health. It's very much a health thing. Virgo worries about their health, worries about work, job, community, pets. So Chiron and Aries, there could be some issues with your pets, maybe getting ill. Could be from something they ate, very literally as well. On the 14th, Venus in Libra trines Jupiter. That's one of the nicest, most positive aspects. It's at 10:34 p.m. PDT. On the 15th at 1:34 a.m. EDT. 5:34 a.m. GMT. An excellent day for socializing. You want to get married, or you want to launch a creative project, meet someone on an app. Very good for that. Gift of grace, very much up the ante for that one. Good for any speaking engagements as well. And twinning, working in pairs, working in partnerships. On the 16th, Venus opposites Chiron in Aries, 2:29 p.m. PDT, 5:29 p.m. EDT, 9:29 p.m. GMT. Again, Venus opposite Chiron. Are you defensive about your being vulnerable or not? Do you want to have a real relationship? You have to be vulnerable. You have to take off the armor. This is a good opportunity to do that. or to see what's opposing you in that. On the 17th, that super full moon partial lunar eclipse at 25 Pisces, 41 minutes. It's at 7:34 p.m. PDT, 10:34 p.m. EDT for the first time in 18 years again. At that time, it was 28 Pisces close. It will be visible for everyone in the nighttime in the Americas, Antarctica, in the West Indian Ocean, the Middle East, Africa, Europe, the Atlantic Ocean, East Polynesia. It will be a shallow partial lunar eclipse. Saturn is visible near the eclipse moon as well. Extra bonus. Remember that Uranus is still stationary, as is Pluto. Okay. On the 18th, the lunar eclipse again is at 2:34 a.m. GMT. Okay, so you're going to see it on the next day if you're in GMT. On the 18th, also, Mercury opposes Saturn. That's part of the eclipse energy, 1:50 a.m. PDT, 3:10 a.m. EDT, 7:10 a.m. GMT. It's a good time to take serious spiritual vows. It's a good time to channel. It's a good time to have practical dream reviews or to do dream work or focusing, something that I was taught when I did my transformational psychotherapy work. You talk to your parts, creativity, very creative. Make a big dream map on that day. That would be good. Now, on the 19th, the Sun trines Uranus at 7:04 a.m. PDT, 10:04 a.m. EDT, 2:04 a.m. GMT. It's good for Bitcoin. Good for thinking outside the box. Good for revolutions, freedom, leaving home, protests. You know, you want to get out of your old ruts and your old habits. That's a good energy to do it on. Somebody from Brunei. Wow, that's fantastic. Nice to see you there. On September the 20th, Venus in Libra in conjunction Uranus retrograde in Taurus, 10:36 a.m. PDT, 1:36 p.m. EDT, 5:36 p.m. GMT. That's miscommunications, also fluctuating finances, Bitcoin, and women's liberation. On the 20th, the Sun opposes Neptune. It's a big aspect as well. 5:17 p.m. PDT, 10:17 p.m. EDT on the 20th at 2:17. Sorry, it should be the 21st, 2:17 a.m. GMT. Foggy weather, fake news, what's real and what isn't. You know, sometimes it's a good time to see that of opposition. You know, Virgo's all about the details. Neptune's all about the diffusion. September 21st, Mercury squares Jupiter in Gemini. Now, I think squares are good things. 1:50 a.m. PDT, 4:50 a.m. EDT, 8:50 a.m. GMT. It's good for rebranding, for advertising, for communicating, connecting with people, interviews. Brilliant ideas. Might be a good day to look for a new job where you get an interview. Because it's lucky. Jupiter is always lucky, especially for Geminis and for Virgos at that point. September 21st, Venus in conjunction Pluto retrograde, 29 degrees again, 1:53 p.m. PDT, 4:53 p.m. EDT, 8:53 p.m. GMT. That's soul arguments with partners over values and who's in control. On the 21st, again, the same thing, 7:59 p.m. PDT. Oh, sorry, on the 21st, it's Mercury quincunx Chiron in Aries, so 7:59 p.m. PDT, 10:59 p.m. EDT, September 22nd at 2:59 a.m. GMT. Again, not wanting to feel the hurt or the pain and being too defensive, but that can be a great time to go in and unlock it all. Okay. On the 21st, Sun trines Pluto at 29 degrees. That's a good one, 11:12 p.m. PDT. It's very empowering to last degree Earth signs. It's September 22nd at 1:29 a.m. EDT, 5:29 a.m. GMT. It's very powerful, positive, earthy aspect. There could be career building, empire building, career rewards for people who've really put in the hard work that Capricorn demands. You get some blessings. And then on the 22nd, it is the equinox. The Sun enters Libra at 5:34 p.m. a.m. PDT, 8:34 a.m. EDT, 12:34 p.m. GMT. Day and night are equal. It's the autumn equinox here in the northern hemisphere. It's the spring equinox down south. We're celebrating the turning of the sun. Very powerful gateway on that day. Always do ceremony on that day. I want to go back and just mention you never do any manifesting on any lunar or solar eclipses. So if you're going to do any manifesting, you do it on September 2nd or the 3rd on that new moon. So yeah, Sun enters Libra, trying to find balance there, trying to find some harmony. There could be some peacemaking in the world, hopefully. On the 22nd, Venus squares Pluto. Again, a very wealthy aspect. Pluto, soul wealth. 29 degrees at 2:15 p.m. PDT, 5:15 p.m. EDT, 9:15 p.m. GMT. On the 22nd, Venus enters Scorpio, where she is in detriment because she's in Mars's sign at 7:35 p.m. PDT, 10:35 p.m. EDT, September 23rd at 2:35 a.m. GMT. But Venus is very sexy in Scorpio, but women must wear black. Okay. On the 24th, Mercury trines Uranus. Excuse me, 10:27 a.m. PDT, 1:27 p.m. EDT, 5:27 p.m. GMT. Again, think outside the box. Brilliant. You can get a big epiphany on that time. On the 25th, a very mystical but practical day when Mercury in Virgo opposes Neptune, 4:07 a.m. PDT, 7:07 a.m. EDT, 10:07 a.m. GMT. Again, that 29 critical degrees. Practical dream inventory time, you know? Where are you at in terms of manifesting your dreams? Okay, it's always good to do that. And where do you want to go? You know, Pluto at 29 Capricorn for everybody. It's like, what is your big dream goal? What is your soul manifestation here? Really get that down. Mercury trines Pluto. Did we do that one yet? 9:14 p.m. PDT on the 25th, on the 26th, 12:14 a.m. EDT, 4:14 a.m. GMT. A wealth of ideas, organizing and accountability as well with Mercury in Virgo. On the 26th, Mercury enters Libra, 1:08 a.m. PDT, 4:08 a.m. EDT, 8:08 a.m. GMT. When Mercury's in Libra, again, we're communicating, we're talking, we're socializing, we're having fun. We want to be very gracious. We want everybody to think we're nice. I know Librans get a bad rap these days because people think they're superficial, or even me. And I heard somebody say that. I don't think so. I think they're just worried about, you know, not upsetting the status quo. Now, September 29th, Mars trines Neptune at 9:06 p.m. PDT. On the 30th at 12:06 a.m. EDT, 4:06 a.m. GMT. Again, Mars trine Neptune. The action is to pursue your dreams, to do spiritual work, to do charity work, to give back, to send blessings out to the world. Okay, especially that 29th degree. It's kind of everybody's karmic responsibility to do that because we're all one. That's the big lesson. Neptune at 29 degrees Pisces, we're all one. The illusions of separation, not real. And then on the 30th, we're finally at the end of the month. Sun conjuncts Mercury. It's a Kanzimi at 2:09 p.m. PDT, 5:09 p.m. EDT, 9:09 p.m. GMT. And those are good for doing ceremony, for putting out your wishes. Again, it's in Libra. So it's about balance. If you want a relationship, you know, do some magic while the Sun and Mercury conjunct. Okay, where it's a good time to launch any product. Now, okay, this is the part you've all been waiting for, I think, as well. I'm going to smudge everybody. Now, if you haven't been here before, I'll just do a brief explanation about how this works. I've got my tarot cards here. I've got the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith deck here, the most popular deck in the world. Also, I say Smith for Pamela Coleman Smith, who did the deck. And I've got my Thoth deck here too. So I'm going to use the big cards first. I'm going to start with Aries. So, of course, you know if you're in Aries. But if you have the moon in Aries, your rising sign in Aries, any planets in Aries, you can also use the cards to guide you for this month too. Okay? All right. And I've got my special crystal here, which I use to clear the cards each time. All right. So Aries, what does Aries need? Okay, Aries. Okay, you've got Chiron and Aries, all cardinal signs at the last day. I'm going to go through those squares from Pluto. Okay, let's see what Aries gets. Aries, you get the Emperor. Now, this is the sign of Aries, so the synchronicity is starting right off the bat. Okay, Aries. Well, you need to be the boss. What can I say? You need to be proud. You need to set up some boundaries. Okay, that's something else that's very interesting about Neptune and Pisces and Saturn and Pisces, although we'll hold that thought for a minute here. So promotions, you know, do you need to start a new business, a new launch, anything? Aries, I don't really need to tell you this because this is something you always like to do. But maybe especially for those of you born on the last day of Aries with Pluto's push there, it's time for you to really do this, get that super confidence. So there could be issues with a boss here that you might be entangled with or fighting with, or your father, you know, any kind of important person. And it could be political even. But the fours, power, working with the four elements. Aries, you're a fire sign, you're very impulsive, but you still have to work with those four elements. Fire, earth, air, water. Our bodies are made of the four elements. It's really good for us to do that. Okay? All right. So it kind of slows down that Aries impulse as well. All right, so now I'm going to do a helper card. So Aries, you got the Emperor, your own sign. That's Aries. Aries and Aries. All right. Kind of spells arise. Okay. And then you get the Tower here. Now, this is Mars. Don't you love it when it happens in real time? Aries is ruled by Mars, and you're going to have maybe a shocking revelation and maybe have to pull the old structure down. That's what the Tower is all about here with this helper card. So if you want to be the boss, or you may have to confront a boss, and there may be some shocking, fighting, difficult things you may have to go through, but maybe that's what you need. So maybe if your life is falling apart, Aries, it might be good for you. Maybe you don't realize that this is to help you start a new beginning, a new foundation. But it also gives you, I like it as this epiphany card, like seeing something in a brand new way, which changes the ego structure, your identity. Okay. All right. So Taurus. Okay, let's see what Taurus gets. All right. So again, remember Uranus retrograde right now. Pluto trining those born in those last few days of the sign. You get the Empress. Now this is Venus. See, we're right on today. All right. So Taurus ruled by Venus, the Empress, very fertile. She's the goddess of beauty, of the earth, of love, harmony. She's always shown as a pregnant woman, so she represents the cornucopia of abundance. So Taurus, really tune into that abundance, which you love so much anyway. Enjoy it, revel in it. You may be a midwife to somebody else. It can be issues with your mother, other women. It could be supporting other women. It can be really just let yourself be a Taurus and really enjoy the earth. Just stay very centered. Don't worry about everything else that's going on around you. Just embody the goddess energy. And I know there's all the gender stuff, but everybody has an internal masculine and feminine. So the Empress, again, watch Venus. That is your planet in the sky. And of course, Yulia here at the Cosmic Intelligence Agency, it's one of her expertise is talking about the Venus star point. Okay, so Taurus, money, abundance, fertility, creativity, all those good things. All right, so Taurus, hi from Oregon, hi from Florida. Okay, so you get the Death card as well. Now, this is a sensitive subject, but it happens a lot. I end up doing a lot of readings for women trying to get pregnant and having miscarriages, and that's a grief, and it's something that's not talked about that much. And in anything new, anything you're going to create, not just for Taurus, but for every sign, there has to be a death, a kind of a sacrifice for something new to come in, and that's just part of life. So accepting death as part of the necessary process to bring new life, and vice versa. Life, death, life, death. With Pluto at the last degree of Capricorn, it is pretty heavy, I have to say. It is about death in a way, and Saturn and Pisces and all of those things. It's major endings in the world. But do it with a sense of nothing can be transformed without a death and a rebirth. Okay. All right, so Gemini. Now, Gemini, you are having your best year in 12 with Jupiter there, and of course with Neptune and Pisces squaring those born at the last degrees of Gemini. You get the star. So the number 17, this is the symbol of Aquarius here, of course, Gemini, Aquarius, of course. When Pluto enters Aquarius for the next 20 years after November the 19th, it will be benefiting by trine all the air signs, right? So Aquarius and Libra, which is not really mentioned that much, but hey, Libras, it's going to be your big opportunity too. So wish on some stars there. What gives you hope? What gives you faith? This is traditionally like 11th house wishes, hopes, dreams. Gemini, what are they? Dream big. Dream big here. What do you really want to do? Take advantage of this time with Jupiter in your sign. It only happens once every 12 years, right? Or be the star for somebody else. Bring in that cosmic wisdom. Bring in that higher consciousness. All right, so Gemini, as a helping card here, see yourself as the conduit, higher consciousness. Okay. Now, This is a very special card. To use that other deck just for this one card. Now, I like to call it the calling card from your holy guardian angel. So Gemini, this is even better. The star with this one, this is like, okay, you win the jackpot. So definitely go buy some lottery tickets. Connect with your higher self. That's really what this is all about. This is the whole purpose of the tarot. So use this time wisely, not just on a mundane level, Jupiter and Gemini talking, communicating, but really communicating on the highest levels, because Jupiter does represent the higher master spiritual teacher. So use this to the highest degree. It can represent a person also acting as a kind of soul guide coming into your life, and a child as well. Okay, so pay attention to that. Okay, but you got to have faith and you got to have hope, and that's the star. Okay, so Cancers. Let's see what you've got here. Again, if you're born in the last day of Cancer, Pluto's opposite your sign. Cancer, you get the High Priestess, which is also the moon. I think we're batting 10 for 10 here. Ruled by the moon. Cancer ruled by the moon. So the High Priestess is about balance. It's about needing to take some time out for yourself. Cancers are not so good at that. Cancers are usually always, I need to be needed, and forget to give back to themselves. This is also the High Priestess rules the dream world. So Cancer with Saturn and Pisces and Neptune at that last degree, definitely do the dream work. Listen to your intuition, listen to your feelings. They are super valuable. They will never fail you, but you need time to be alone. High Priestess brings a kind of solitariness because she's more connected to the new moon, the more feminine, the more yin, private time of the moon, like tomorrow, new moon. Take some time and go within. Spend some time reflecting on the new moon, putting out new intentions, especially. Okay, it gives you a lot of emotional strength. So if you're going through hard time, Cancer, this will give you the strength. Call on the High Priestess to come to you in your dreams. All right, so Cancer. Let's see what else you get. So remember the sisterhood of the moon, the High Priestesses who drew down the moon. Maybe you'll remember that you were once one of them. All right, and now you get the card of the sun, Cancer. So Cancer is ruled by the moon. Leo's ruled by the sun. This is joy, happiness, positive energy, the highest card in the deck. So celebrate, stay positive, you know. I know it's challenging to do that these days, but Cancer, give your gift of love unconditionally, play, have some joy, have some fun, lighten up. Okay, so now Leo. Leo. Let's see what you got here. Okay, so Leo, you get the Hangman. Okay, so Leo, Hangman is a very special introductory card about learning to let go. So for all Leos, you know, you have to get that lesson anyway, because as Pluto moves into Aquarius, and it's already done so, you're going to have to learn to let go of your ego and being in power and learning to share the power. So the Hangman means you got to look at where you're entangled in maybe a toxic relationship and a not good situation. What's hanging you up, Leo? Okay, look at that. It's also being a scapegoat, but Leos are rarely scapegoats. Maybe it means you need to help someone else who's in that situation, but you can't make anybody do anything. But it's about letting go of your ego. Okay, so this is a real process right now, especially as Pluto's gone back to Capricorn. This is your time to prep to let go of your ego. So do that inner work about where am I too invested in, I need all the attention, my big ego, and learn to let it go. You still need your ego, but you don't want it to take precedent. Okay, so it's like an emotional baptism, Leo. Okay, so let's see what else Leo gets here. Leo gets the Hierophant. Now the Hierophant is Taurus, and Uranus, again, turning retrograde today in Taurus, so Uranus rules Aquarius there. Speaking your truth, staying grounded, speaking your truth rules the fifth chakra, the number 5. It can be challenging. So Leos may be going through a hard time because they're not listening to your higher self. You're not listening to your gut wisdom. Okay. So pay attention to what the body is telling you. The body will never lie, Leo. Okay. All right. So Virgos. Okay. So Virgo, let's see what you got here. Let's see, Virgos. Okay. You get the card of the sun. Okay, we just had the card of the sun again before. So shine bright, Virgo. You know, bring your beautiful perfectionism, your hard work, your sense of needing to serve others, and really elevate it. I would say elevate yourself. It is a card of joy. You can see the two children, or the one child here actually under the sun. It represents after you've gone through the dark night of the soul, which is really Neptune and Pisces. So collectively, we're all going through the dark night of the soul, which is number 18 in Pisces in the tarot. And then you come out the other side, 19, the sun. So what are your qualities where you can allow yourself to shine bright and you can show off your skills and you want to bring the power of your own source into the light? Okay. Can be a promotion, something of that nature as well, Virgo. The sun gives you lots of energy. Okay. And then you get the Chariot, the number 7 here, Virgo. So this is like Cancer energy, staying emotionally in the driver's seat. It also has to do with issues around family, your home, your mother, feeling you can navigate the ups and downs emotionally there, and paying attention to divine timing. The number 7 has to do with, the 7 days of the week, the 7 classical planets, really fitting into the larger picture cosmically as well. Okay. Fertility, again, nurturing, eating better. Maybe you need to work with your diet. That's also a Virgo thing always. Okay. It could be moving your home, moving to somewhere that makes you happier. All right. So Libra, let's see what Libras get here. All right. Libra, you get the card of strength here. So this is, in some decks it's 8, in some decks it's 11, but it's definitely like Leo energy. You can see that. So Libra, really finding your inner passion, your inner strength. This can sometimes mean a passionate, lustful relationship. That's what, Libras always want relationships. So this is a good sign of that, but also it's your heart, really staying in touch with your heart, having courage, having courage to speak your truth, maybe something that Libras are afraid to do. So maybe it's about mustering up your courage and your inner strength to do something that you're afraid of, facing your fears. Okay. Also can mean a Leo in your life, very literally. All right. So Libra, what else have we got besides that? Also, the number 8 is a karmic number. So there can be people, situations, events karmically coming into your life right now. And then you get the Emperor here. So the Emperor is Aries energy, which is your opposite. Now, again, this can point to a relationship. Again, with the planets in Libra, Sun in Libra, Mercury in Libra, Venus in Libra, relationships, and also you owning your own power, okay? And having some structure, having some boundaries, the healthy boundaries, that's important too, okay? Can be promotion as well. It could be your father, a boss, sense of stepping into your power though, Okay, not deferring to everybody else. Okay, so Scorpio. Now Venus is going to enter your sign for a while there, so you want to get ready for that. Okay, so Scorpio, you get number 20. And number 20 here is traditionally called Judgment Day. As you can see that there's the angel Gabriel blowing the trumpet on Judgment Day. No, I mean, if you're a Christian, you really believe in that. That's not what this is about. But it is about paying attention and letting go of judgments, Scorpio. Scorpios can be judgmental. I mean, all signs can be judgmental. But it's a freedom. It's a release from bondage, from whatever it is that's been holding you back or making you feel, this is it's like death and rebirth. So that's Scorpio's, mythos. That's their archetype. So this is like an announcement, like, okay, you're ready to be reborn, Scorpio, right? So again, Pluto is sextiling you if you're born at those last degrees. Uranus is opposite. Scorpio, again, if you're at those latter degrees as well. Okay. So what do you need to release yourself? Maybe there's a big announcement you need to make. Okay. All right. So Scorpio. The number 20 is also called the Aeon. It's about the new age. It's about being part of the new age and being a herald or an announcer. All right, so Scorpio, you get the Hermit card here. So the Hermit, the number 9, is all about completion. It's about hard work. It's Virgo energy, sextiling Scorpio, finishing things up, paying attention to the details, getting your taxes done, making sure you kind of toe the line. And also it can be health issues. So maybe there's some health issues you have to take care of now. Listen to your body. If you have a dream, but something in your body, pay attention to that. That might be a lifesaver, actually. That's like an announcement of something with your work, with your body, with, knowing you've come to the end of a certain segment of your life and you need to start all over again. All right, Sagittarius. All right, so Sagittarius, a lot of you at a certain age are getting Neptune squaring you, right, at those latter degrees as well. So Sagittarius, you get the number 1 card here, the Magician. So you need to start thinking magically again if you've lost your way and start to intend new things. So definitely on that new moon tomorrow, I would definitely recommend all Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, whatever you have in Sagittarius, to be the Magician and to take that position that the Magician is standing in and to bring down the stars through your heart chakra down to the earth. Work with the 4 elements. That's what's on his magic table there. Again, juggling all kinds of new possibilities. Remember that this is your magical journey, Sagittarius. Okay. Now, I mean, with Jupiter and Gemini, it's not strong in Gemini. It is opposite the sign it rules, of course, but it's still, you could be feeling like you're being pulled in 2 different directions, Sag, but it's still good. Okay. All right, you get the Lovers card here. All right, so Sagittarius, this is number 6, most positive card in the deck. Again, this is about choices in relationship. It's about communication. It's about opening up your communication. It's about communicating a new way. It could be like redesigning your website or advertising in a new way, or really coming out with your magical self in a new way. Again, relationships can be a relationship coming into your life, a partnership, something very creative and joyful. The Lovers, are you doing what you love to do? Okay, so Capricorns. Now, Capricorns, you got to finish up what you started there in 2008. This is it. This is the final stretch. All that hard work can start to pay off. All right, you get the Chariot. So Capricorn, this is Cancerian energy, which is opposite Capricorn. You remember that you're in the driver's seat emotionally. Now, Capricorns have a reputation for being very dry and not emotional, but that's not true. They actually are very emotional. Their original symbol was the goat fish, meaning that they're tied in to the unconscious in a very deep way. So this is about getting ahead emotionally. This is about taking care of your family. It can be issues with your mother. It can be anything to do with your home, water, purification, bathing, and using divine timing, because the number 7 has to do with divine timing. So again, nobody can make you get out of balance emotionally, because when you're in the driver's seat, when you're in control. But it can be a victory. This card is often tied to victory, so it could be a big promotion, something you've always wanted really coming in right now. All right, so Capricorn, let's see what else you get here. Capricorn, you get the universe. All right. So the world is your oyster, Capricorn. This is the completion. This is it. This is Capricorn energy, the world, the universe. This is sitting on top of the world. You're making it. You're going to get to the top of your big career goal. All that hard work and sweat equity is paying off. And it frees you, as long as you take responsibility for creating everything in your life, it frees you to start a brand new phase in your life. Okay? All right, so that's good. Capricorn. Okay, so Aquarius. Aquarius, let's see what you've got here. All right, Aquarius. Aquarius gets the Temperance Angel. This is the number 14 here. This is about balance, Aquarius. Now, Aquarius is a dual sign, and all air signs are dualistic in a way, representing the 2 parts of the mind, the rational, the intuitive. This is a gift. This is the guardian angel coming in to help you. And again, balancing the complementary opposites, the masculine and the feminine, to become each other. It's very much about empathy, compassion, seeing that there is really no duality. It's kind of it's real, but it's also an illusion. And maybe you're there as a go-between between 2 factions, 2 sides, coming in as a tempering influence, go-between, counseling, seeing things from that kind of new perspective. So again, it kind of balances things out. That's a good thing for you. Okay, number 14. That's also called alchemy, that card, turning lead, which is Saturn, into gold. So that can be a very beautiful thing. Also, I like to call it the soulmate card as well. So if you're yearning for your soulmate, you can find that. And then you get the symbol of Libra here. In this deck, the number 8, it's justice. So if you're going to court, if there's a court issue, Aquarius, again, riding that middle wave, the middle path, like the Buddha said, the middle path is the best. Again, relationships, it can mean pouring of one cup into the other, a really beautiful relationship, um, meeting new people socially, again, finding peace inside of yourself. That's mainly the most important thing. All right, so now we're at Pisces. I hope I didn't leave anybody out. This has been an intense session here. All right, so Pisces, you get the Hermit. All right, so this is Virgo energy, which is your opposite. Now, again, because of that new moon tomorrow opposite Pisces, again, it's really important for you to take time out right now. It represents a completion. It's number 9. It's about getting the job done for Virgo. It's about paying attention to your health, to your gut instincts, to taking some time to be alone. Taking some time to take stock of yourself, to take inventory, and to listen to the Hermit, who is your inner wise guide. It's very, very protective, the Hermit. Okay, listen to your body, pay attention to your health. As we get into the change in the year, you change your diet depending on where you're living in the world, eating more healthy. You can't do cleanses or eat raw foods the same way as you did in the summer here up in the Northern Hemisphere. You got to switch your diet. This is all about that. It's about, where have I come to the end of the cycle in the world, in my job, in the roles I've been playing, okay? Because really it's important, Pisces, to really tune into that collective consciousness. What do we need? This is very important karmically for you to finish off whatever karmic debts you owe. All right. Hi, knew it. Okay. And let's see, Pisces, you get a helping card here. You get the High Priestess. So again, this is the moon. So pay attention for that new moon in Virgo. Pay attention to all the new moons. Giving you enormous emotional strength if you have to be alone. That's the Hermit as well, aloneness. But liking your own company. If you can't like your own company, how are you going to be in a relationship with anybody else? Also, she peels back the veils of illusion. So again, really seeing the truth, really seeing the essence of things, and being the go-between, sort of being happy, living in that liminal space. You may not know what's coming up ahead, but that's okay. You got to trust. The more you trust, the more you listen to your intuition, the more it reveals, the more clear you get, the more you know where you're going. Okay? So pay attention to your dreams, Pisces. Okay, it's very, very important right now. So I want to wish you all the best blessings. It's going to be a very intense month. Join the Cosmic Intelligence Agency. There's always wonderful workshops and things going on here. Also, if you want me to do private readings for you, you can get in touch with me at tarot.com. I am going to be part of a workshop here outside of Toronto around the equinox. And yeah, contact me. I'm going to have some specials actually this week for Labor Day and for all this transitioning planet. So want to wish you all the best blessings. Thank you so much for joining me here. All right. All right. Take care. Okay. Till next time.